Welcome! Pinch Punch first day of the month. Hey guys! So I know this video probably should have gone up before the 1st of March, but you know, nobody's perfect. You live and you love it! It's the month of confidence, and I've added a quote from The Sound of Music, you know, just to remind myself that everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine. The world can all be mine. And then I've got my monthly calendar set up. So this is pretty much exactly the same as February, just there's a couple of extra days in the tracker because there's a couple of extra days this month. And I've also decided to make my uploading a little bit more regular, so I think I'm going to try this month to upload my set mat every Saturday, and then every Wednesday I will have my vlogs. So hopefully that works out. It's not working out so far because today is Thursday. And if I was following the schedule, this vlog should have been up yesterday. Now I think this is really interesting, this page, because I don't know, I've decided to be creative with my mood trackers. So if we'll look back to February's mood garden, you can see I've filled it all out. So generally, like, the taller and the happier the plant looks, the taller and the happier I'm feeling is, you know, the taller and the happier is my mood. So that wasn't a very good day. And also other plants can signify other things, like the cactus signifies I was feeling a little bit prickly that day, a little bit, I don't know, on edge, tense, angry, gonna lash out at people for no real reason. I'm not usually like that. Oh, there's one more cactus. Yeah, and then, you know, if it's branching off in lots of different directions, then I'll be feeling a bit frazzled and, you know, oh, what do I do? A bit stressed. But generally, it was a good month, and we can see the last day was really great. I'm trying to actually remember what happened yesterday that was so great that made me do that. Maybe I just felt really satisfied that I'd finished all of February. And I also did some pretty cool stuff yesterday. I did an induction session to volunteer at Whole Foods. I joined the Society for Creative Anachronism. So I learned how to finger knit, which was really cool last night. Also had the voice workshop, my first voice workshop for the semester, which was also awesome. So yeah, yesterday was a pretty good day. And as you can see, I filled out all of February. I think this was probably the setup that worked the best for me, just because it gave me room to write all the things I had to do every day, as well as put in my gratitude for the day. Yep. So I tried a different one this week, but then I went back to the horizontal layout for the last week of February. And then for March, oh yes, my mood swings. So I'm planning to draw little swings, like possibly with children on them. So if the children are happy and playing, then, you know, that'll be a good day. But if the swing's kind of broken and sad looking, then, you know, I am also a little bit broken and sad. And then here's just some space for notes. So here's my weekly spread. So you can see I've put in pretty much my whole timetable just to, you know, because I'm so busy now in the first week of uni, it's really helped me just to be able to look at my week and see when I'm busy and see when I have gaps, so that, you know, for example, a group of us wanted to make a study group for oral training, so I could look and see when I was free. And you can see there was a gap here where I was planning to sing, but I decided to cross that out and put oral training there, and then move the singing up here, so I can see when I'm free, organise when to meet people, organise when to get my work done, and see when I have time to, you know, do my study or do my assignments, do my YouTube, and just do my hobbies and stuff. Yeah, and I found this to be really useful for this week, so I think I'm going to continue this next week and pretty much onwards until I get used to my timetable. I think this will be a really useful setup for me. And then finally I have my practice journal, which I filled out half of. So pretty much I write down in these boxes here what I worked on in that day's practice session. Here are my goals for the week. So my goal for this week is to get confident with my lip trills again, because after I got the braces I found that I couldn't do my lip trills as well as I used to. But let's give it a test now. Oh no. Yeah, it takes me a little while to warm up, but once I get it, you know, I've got it back, which is great. And then I also take notes in the weekly workshops. So this one, you know, is in vocalist number 10. I need to look at the rhythms in bar 14 because that's tricky and I wasn't getting that quite right. You know, look at the grouping of the rhythms in vocalist number 5. More rhythms. I think that's probably my challenge this semester. And also, I take note of the comments that other people get on their songs, and see, like, write it down if I think it's going to be useful for me. So somebody else got some notes about rolling their R's and an exercise to help with that, which was to go krrr, 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 like k sound into a rolled R, brrr, and then other sounds into a rolled R. So I wrote that down so I could practice that as well. And then I also have my gratitude, which is great. Yeah, so every day I write down what I'm grateful for, and I don't know, I just think it's a really good reminder of the good in the world and the good in the day, because it's so easy just to get caught up in all the bad things that happen. And it's also really cool to like look back and, you know, see the second week of February, you know, on Thursday the 8th, I had vanilla almond milk. I was grateful for vanilla almond milk and how it made my porridge taste like cookie dough. On Wednesday the 21st, a kind lady offered me a discount on an ottoman. I didn't buy the ottoman, but I was grateful that she offered me the discount because she could tell that I was a poor uni student. I also have my uni set up. So I realised that I didn't have a title page yet, so I just made my 2018 title page. Lots, very colourful, lots of flowers, very floral inspired. And here's my calendar for semester 1. So pretty much I have all of the weeks of semester 1 down the side, and then I've written in all of my assignments that are due and big important dates, like when I'm getting my wisdom teeth out, so I can plan ahead and go, ooh, I have a singing assessment the week after my teeth are out. I probably won't be able to do that, so I should probably go and contact the head of voice and say, hey, I'm getting my teeth out, can I possibly do the assessment before the mid-semester break, so that I don't have to, you know, sing through a mouthful of blood. We'll see. Yeah, and then I have a place where I can write in the contact details of all my lecturers and tutors, which I haven't got yet, and I will write that in at some point, as well as all of my assignments for the semester. So I've got the task on the left, how much it's valued at, when it's due, and then also a space to write my grades, so that I can just have one place to look at when I'm trying to calculate, you know, how much I need to pass the unit. Because I found it a little bit tricky last year. I had like a vague idea of what marks I'd got, but you know, if I needed it for something, or if I was trying to work out, you know, how much I'd have to get on a certain assignment, then I'd have to be, you know, going back, rummaging through all my things to see, to see what marks I got. But if I can just write them straight in here, then I can go, oh, I know what I got for that assignment, just flick back to my grades thing and check it out. And then I've also just got my timetable here, so I've colour-coded the different units. Yeah. I'm going to put my journal back in my bag, but I think overall I just have to say that my first month bullet journaling was actually pretty awesome. Like, I've never felt this organised in my life, and I think that this is actually going to be a really, really useful tool for me going ahead. I thought that I wouldn't use it that much, but I actually do look at it several times a day, and I really do write everything down, because I don't know, in the past I always just tried to keep everything in my head, and it kind of drove me a little bit crazy, you know, and I got a bit stressed going like, okay, what have I got to do next? What have I got to do now? What am I doing later? Whereas now I can just chill and forget about it because I know it's all in the book. Yeah, and it's actually much easier than I thought it would be as well, you know, just if you have it around with you, you can just pick it up and write your stuff in. You know, I fill out my trackers religiously pretty much before I go to sleep, and that works really well. And yeah, I would highly recommend getting yourself a bullet journal. I'm not sponsored, not spawn, but yeah, I've definitely found that it was a useful tool for me. So yeah, thank you for taking a look into my bullet journal, and hopefully I'll see you next month where we will be doing April. I've already got some plans in mind, so we'll see how that goes. But I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.